everybody. Today, number 7 in our 12 Games of Christmas, Attack of the 50-Foot Colossi. Now this is again a game designed by Herman Luttman, like Invaders from Dimension X, which I featured on this channel this time round. However, I don't have the print and play, but I've got the real version, which is why it looks a lot more professional, because I didn't have to print it out myself. It is like the other game, a space type futuristic war game. This time it is card driven, so the AI this time round works with cards. What we need to do is we need to ensure that our friends, the miners who are here, there are 3 miner chits down here, and the miner boss, make it off the board down here. And we are facing off against the black stones, the yellow stones, the red stones, and the white stones up here. So these are the colossi that we will be facing. The game will be played over 12 turns. It's a blind playthrough. I've never played this game before. I've just read the rules. Gonna put the cards over here, the AI cards. It is now step number 1, turn 1. And what we need to do first is we need to draw an event chit. The event chits are up here. They are basically randomized. Not all of the chits made it into the game. That's how it should be. And we will draw 1 chit, and it says gallstone. So we put this to the side and we look up what this actually means. Does it say this on this side? Yeah, gallstones. Select a gravel unit only of your choice, if any, and remove it. We don't have any on the board yet. Randomly replace any one previously eliminated Colossi boulder counter to the bottom of its tribe unit. That's also not happening because we haven't eliminated any. If more than 1 unit is eligible, choose the tribe that has the fewest boulder counters. If more than 1 tribe is still, if there is no gravel unit on the map, and or if all non-on-map tribes have their full complement of counters, then randomly select any one previously eliminated counter from any tribe. We don't have any, so that was actually a good start. Next up is the reinforcement, the recovery step. We don't have any marines that need recovery. So what we're going to do is we're going to move to the scheduled reinforcement step. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units that can come in, or that must come in. We don't have the chance to delay them. We have to bring them in. So we need to bring them in at any point that we choose. It has to be a clear hex. So most hexes are clear, actually. Even this shading over here, I don't know if you can make it out, is still a clear hex. And how this works is you take the last digit of this hex. This is 316. And then you take as many dice as the last digit. So in this case, we have to roll 6 dice. We roll 6 dice and we take the highest number that we have. And the highest number we had was a 5. So we're going to take the Marine squad. We're going to put it in, it was 336. And then we look at number 5. And number 5 tells us scattered. The Marine lands next to its destination hex. Place the Marine in the lowest numbered adjacent unoccupied non-hill building rubble hex. So the lowest number in this case would be 321. So he ends up here. So we take the next Marine squad and we'll send them over here, 566. Again, we roll 6 dice. And the highest number we roll is a 6, which means he makes a perfect landing. He ends he is allowed to do combat. So this one isn't. So he can do combat, but he can't move. Next up, this one we will put in 3, 1, 5. We roll 5 dice. And the highest number is again a 6, so he stays here and he can do combat. This one we will put in 3, 5, 6. Roll 6 dice. And the highest number is again a 6, so he can still do combat. And the last one we will put in 3, 5, 5. We roll 5 dice. And we roll a 6 again, so that was a very successful landing. So now we have the action step. In this step, you can either move, conduct combat, or scoot and shoot. Let's see. I'm just checking if there is a combat individually. First designate the eligible target. Have unlimited range. Okay, so for this one, the Yellowstones are in range of this Marine squad, and he can trace a line 1, 2, 3 through this building, which means he gets a combat modifier of 1. So he rolls 3 dice because his attack modifier, his attack is 4, and he rolls a 5 and a 4 and a 1. Now the defense of the Yellowstone is 5, which means there is no hits. So this one has acted because the defense is 5. This one is going to, again, he's going to attack the Blackstones. He's got a clear line of sight. And he will roll 4 dice, so he doesn't take any negative modifiers. And he rolls a 4, a 5, and a 6, and a 1. So the defense is 4. He rolls a 5 and a 6, which means the Blackstones are chipped. Now this one is also going to attack the Blackstones. And he is... This one here does not impede line of sight, so he gets 3 dice. And he rolls a 4, which would be a hit, but it doesn't really do anything because he would really need to score 3 hits in order to have an impact. As far as I can recall. Yeah. You really need to have 3 hits in one go. So nothing happened here. So now we have the aura of our ancestors phase. The aura of our ancestors is step 6.0. At the start of this phase, roll 2 dice to move any dust storm marker on the map. We don't have any. We don't have any gravel unit. So that's fine. Then we have to draw an order of action card. Colossi order of action. In this case, the tombstones go first, then go the red stones, then the yellow stones, then the grey stones, and then the white stones. So the red stones go first. They will do the rolling thunder combat step. And how this works is they will move one hex towards the an eligible target. So this one would move here. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, would move here. This one would also move here. And the white stones are going to move here. Since they are not adjacent to any enemies, they cannot now do their melee attack, so they will now move on to the next attack, which is the attack that is printed in small letters on their counter. So the red stones go first, and this top red stone has Medusa's Stare. So Medusa's Stare works as follows. The Colossi suddenly turns in a random direction and emits a fearsome and hypnotic beam. Procedure: roll 1 die on the map. We roll a 2. So the compass tells us that it's this direction. Okay. Draw a straight line of hexes in the resulting direction from the Colossi unit's hex out to the map edge. The closest marine civilian located and within the line of sight is immediately paralyzed. Okay, that's good because it does not affect any of these, because the miners are not affected by anything. So that one acted, and that was fine. Next up are the yellow stones. They're going to do PD, and PD is pile driver stomp. The Colossi unit jumps high into the air and comes crashing down, causing a devastating seismic rock tsunami wave. Roll 1 die for each unit within 2 hexes of the Colossi. Oh no, actually they are affected. Sorry. So the mining boss is now paralyzed. So now they're going to, this one is going to jump and roll 1 die for each marine civilian unit within 2 hexes of the Colossi unit. A roll of 1 to 2, no effect. 3 to 4, place are stunned. Okay, so it's just this guy actually. And of course we rolled a 3, which means place a stunned marker on the target unit or paralyzed if already stunned. Okay. So he's already paralyzed, so this can't even get any worse. I don't think he's eliminated though. Then we have the white stones, and they do BS, and BS is boulder sling. The Colossi unit carries a huge sack over its shoulder containing hundreds of the nastiest big-ass rocks it could find. It then begins slinging them at the closest enemy units. Locate the nearest enemy target unit within line of sight. That would be the scout. If that located target unit is within 5 hexes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's kind of 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, easily. And it rolls 4 dice. And its highest is a 5 and a 4. Let's see. It takes 2 hits. So it's going to be disrupted and stunned. And that's the end of this turn. This didn't go so well. End phase. And in the end phase, the player removes any unnecessary markers and realigns the marine units that were rotated. So these ones were rotated, so we unrotate them. Okay, so now is the next turn. And we draw an event chit. And this event is gallstones again. Gallstones doesn't do anything. In this case, then we have marine recovery. So we will try and get rid of the stunned. So And we roll a 5, which means he is no longer stunned, although he is still disrupted. Then we have the scheduled reinforcements. We get 3 in this round. We will do the same thing again. And this time round, let's try and put one in here. And we rolled a 6, so the heavy weapons goes in here and can actually even do something. We're going to try and put the Marine squad here, hoping for a 6, and we get a 6. And then we're also going to try and get the scout here on this mine next to the mine entrance. Sorry, we only roll 5 dice. And we rolled a 6, so they can attack as well. But that's actually not what we wanted. They don't need to attack. So now we've got the Marine actions. This one is going to attack the black stones. And since it's adjacent, he gets 6 dice. Yeah, and that was an abysmal roll. He chips them. That's all he can achieve. This one is going to attack the yellow stone for 4. And he rolls 1 6, which means it's also chipped. So we will just have to remember this. And this one is now going to roll 3 dice, hoping for a 6, for 2 6s at least. And he gets 1 6, so nothing happens. So this one just remains chipped. So these ones have acted. Now, this one is going to attack the white stones over here for 4 dice. And he rolls a 5, which means this one is chipped. Then this one is going to attack over here for 4 dice. And he rolls 2 5s and a 4, which is enough because we're now at 3. So we have 3 hits, so this one gets turned around. So this one has acted, this one has acted. And I guess he's no longer chipped. I don't know if he's still chipped then. Probably. So this one is now going to attack these black stones, which are chipped, so they're at -3 because this guy chipped them, and he's got 4 dice. And we roll 1 5, so nothing happens. So these ones just remain chipped. So this one turns around. This one, well, he could in theory attack this one and hope for 2 6s. If he rolls 2 6s, it's automatically 2 attacks, but he's going to try it up here because that's, yeah, well, he can't really make 2 happen, but you know, he'll try it up here anyway. And nothing happens. So this one's done as well. This one is going to attack the black stones for 3. And there he would need 3 over 3, and he doesn't. So that didn't work. So this one's done as well. Next up, we have the aura of our ancestors. Move dust storm marker, we don't have one. Choose gravel marker to morph, we don't have any. How does gravel come about again? Oh, sorry, did we try to get this one out of paralyzed? We didn't, did we? He's no longer paralyzed, he's just stunned. Okay, so we don't have any gravel. So now we have the Colossi action phase. Let's draw the card. Yellow stones go first. They move 1. Black stones would move, but they're already adjacent. The brown stones are not on the board, and the red stones move 1 towards the nearest that they have a line of sight to. So, the yellow stones go first, and they roll 6 dice. And we only have 1 hit. Woohoo! Which means this one is disrupted. These ones, the black stones, roll 5 dice. And we're looking for a 5 or higher. And they roll 3, which means disrupted, stunned, paralyzed. These ones can't do anything because they are not adjacent to anyone. So now we will go to the special attack step. They're going to jump up and down. Pile driver stomp. 1 for each. We rolled a 2. No effect for this one, and then we roll another 2. Okay, no effect. The black stones do FT, which is fault tunneling. The Colossi unit relocates itself by heading underground and traveling via the thousands of planetary fault lines located deep underground. Procedure: roll 3 dice. 2, 3, 6. That's over here, so they just move here. Okay, so that's all they do. And then Medusa Stare. Let's roll a die. It's a 6. So 6 is actually in this direction. and there is no one there. So that one didn't do anything either. So now we are in the end phase. We still keep playing because we haven't won. So let's draw an event phase, an event card. Violent pop rocks tremors. Let's check what this means. All Colossi tribe units starting with the 1 in the lowest numbered hex will roll a die. That's this one. It rolls a 3. The unit will immediately create and deploy a gravel unit in the normal manner. How do we deploy a gravel unit? When any result calls for the placement of a gravel counter, roll 2 dice. Amber and green. The first die is the direction, and you use the map's compass to determine the drift direction. 5, so that would be this direction. And then the second die is read as D3 and is the distance drifted in number of hexes. Okay, so it would move here. So we draw a gravel and we place it here. So we do this for every single one. Okay, so next up it's the redstones. They will also produce gravel, and they place it 3, 3, 1. So it would be here. Oops. Next up are the black stones. They produce gravel as well. No, they don't actually. And last up are the yellow stones. They also produce gravel, and it drifts to here. So now we've got gravel. So that was the draw event chit phase. Now the marine phase. Let's see. First of all, everyone who acted is now turned upside down. So let's see. First of all, we're going to try and see if we can unstun this guy. And we rolled a 5 and that worked. So he's no longer disrupted. We'll see if we can get this one unstunned. Yes, we can. Oh yeah, this one is done as well. So now we will see if we can get this one done. And I think he is going to Well, he actually can't because he is adjacent to an enemy. This one, however, can. And he rolls a 6, so he is now only stunned. Okay, so next we have the scheduled reinforcements. And we're going to try for 466. Or are we? No, we're going to try for 536. And we rolled a 6, so this one's good. We're going to try for 335. And we got a 6, so he's good. And the Marine squad is going to try for 225. And we rolled a 6, so he's good as well. Now, we have a clear line of sight from 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the black stones. So we're going to try and see if we can get rid of something there. And we rolled a 5 and a 6, which is enough to chip it for this one. Next, this one's going to weigh in for 3. And he rolls a 5 and a 2, which is not enough to do anything. Next up is this one. He has 4 dice. And 2 4s, which is not enough to do anything. And now last chance. These guys are difficult. Yeah, we have to roll this one again. And we rolled a 3 and a 6. That's not enough. So again, completely ineffectual. The scout is going to move and stay here. The boss is going to start moving. 1, 2, 3. So, actually, can they be untracked by a scout? No, they can actually not do anything. So then we're going to try a scouting activity. We rolled a 2, that didn't work. Okay. Then the Marine squad. Is it special ops? Okay. The heavy weapons guy is going to move 1, 2, 3. This heavy weapons guy is going to attack the yellow stones. And he rolls a 5, which is not enough to do anything. Oopsie. The heavy weapons guy is going to try and attack the yellow stones. And he gets 3 5s and a 6, which is enough to chip it. And then this one is going to try his best Oops, that was the wrong one. And nothing. Now HQ is going to order an airstrike on the Yellowstones. How does that work again? Oh. We rolled a 2. Yeah. That didn't work because he just entered, so he can't actually do this. So what he's going to do is he is going to move. No, he can't because he just entered. What about this Marine squad? He totally has line of sight of these ones. He's going to try his luck. Which one did I attack earlier? Was it these ones? It's a bit problematic that we only have one of these chipped. I mean, I don't understand why they... I think it was this one, wasn't it? No, it was the black ones. Okay, well, still. He has line of sight. No, he doesn't. He has line of sight to the white stones. Or he could possibly... Well, how about this? He's going to attack the red stones, and he's going to attack the red stones. So HQ goes first and misses totally. And he misses as well. So that was this is really tough. Okay, we've all acted. So now is the aura of our ancestors. In this, we move dust storm marker, which we don't have, and we choose gravel marker to morph. Do we choose all of them or just one of them? 6.0. Any one, so we choose all of them. This one is chalk. There's no effect, remove the marker. Goes back in the box. This one, flintstones. The gravel ignites into blinding sparks. All marine civilian units in an adjacent hex, there aren't any, are immediately paralyzed. If already paralyzed, okay, then remove the gravel marker. Back in the box. This one, quarry pit. Leave the counter on the map. Any marine civilian unit that must enter this hex for any reason will be immediately eliminated from the game. Okay, good. So let's hope that we don't end up in this one for whatever reason. Now it's draw the order of attack. It's the tombstones followed by the redstones. The grey stones and the yellow stones and the black stones. So first of all, the red stones go 1. Then the yellow stones go 1. Then the black stones go 1. So no close combat. Oh yes, there is close combat. Six dice. Yeah, and we have 2 hits, so this one is eliminated. Death pile. Okay, then next up is the special attacks. The red stones go first with Medusa's stare. 6 means they're staring in this direction, and there isn't anyone, so nothing happens. Then we have the yellow stones. They're going to jump up and down, which has no effect this time around because there is nobody in the vicinity. Then we have the black stones, and they do fault tunneling. So we take a 2, 3, 2. Oh, they're not tunneling very far. Okay, good. So, end phase, we draw a chit, and this one does Colossal Rampage. Doesn't sound good. All Colossi tribes units currently within 2 hexes of a Marine civilian unit will immediately conduct a normal Rolling Thunder attack. So that's only the red stones. And they roll 5, 6, 7, 8 dice. Eight dice. He's toast. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. Our HQ is dead. That's terrible. Okay. Marine recovery. He will try and recover. And he doesn't. So, scheduled reinforcements. HQ is going to try and come in on 565. And the highest number was a 4, which means I believe we scatter. Lowest number. Oh, unoccupied and no rubble, so that would be over here. That's not too bad, and they can't do anything. Next up is a medic. We're gonna put him up here, 3, 4, 6, hoping for the best. Again, a 3, lowest number, not occupied, that would be this one. And he can't do anything. And then we've got the special ops, and we're going to put him in 4, 6, 6, hoping for the best. And we roll a 6, so nothing going on here. Okay. Okay, so marine activations. We're not doing so hot. First of all, we're going to try a scout recon. We rolled a 1. That didn't work. Next one was going to try. Rolled a 3. That didn't work. The miner is going to start moving. 1, 2, 3. We could, in theory, attack this one with 3 marine units. And we will just give it a try. They all have line of sight to this one. So starting with this one, rolling 4 dice, looking for a 5 or 6. And we've got a 5 and a 6. So this one is chipped. Then this one is going to try no, he actually doesn't. This one's gonna, how did I see 3? It's only got 4. Yeah, well, we'll try anyway. And we rolled really badly. Nothing happens. This one's gonna move. Shoot and scoot. Or scoot and shoot. Oh, actually, when you're newly landed, you would get a minus die roll, but that's fine. I mean, we have not been really successful anyway. So yeah, that was terrible. So he can still try, but it doesn't really make any difference. Yeah, and he doesn't make any difference. So everyone really sucked this time around again. Oh, this one can attack these guys. And he rolls, well, he rolls a, yeah, that didn't work. Okay, so yeah, we're not doing so well. This one can attack, but he won't, I mean, unless he rolls a double 6, which he does. Woohoo! We rolled a double 6. When you roll a double 6 and a 5, basically, so that's 3 hits over the relevant So now we flip this top one. Oh, it was already flipped. Okay, so this one then is destroyed. Okay. Woohoo! Okay. Now that was successful. And that's that. The special ops unit can't do anything because they just landed. So we're done because I want them to move in here, but sorry, yeah, not that time round. So everybody's done. Aura of our ancestors. We don't have any unmorphed gravel, so we don't need to worry about this. Let's draw a card. The yellow stones act first. This one moves. Bob. This one moves. Bob. Grey stones, we don't have any. White stones move. Bob. Then they do their thing. The yellow stones jump up and down. And we roll a die. And on a 2, I think nothing happens. Yeah. So they're done. The red stones are going to do their Medusa's stare. And they stare in the direction of 4, which is due south. Nothing happens, so they're done. And the white stones are going to do a V, which is an avalanche. Within 2 hexes. Yes, there is one within 2 hexes. And he's going to roll 6 dice. Oh my god. Hitting on a 5+. Yes, 2 hits. So this one is disrupted and stunned. Okay, we're not doing so well. So we're now on game turn 4. Draw an event. Chit. Acid rain. Doesn't sound good. What does acid rain do? All Colossi tribe units are assumed to start this turn with a chipped away marker. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Okay. Marine recovery. Recover. 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 Let's see. Nope. And this one. Nope. Okay. Scheduled reinforcements. Special ops. We're going to try and bring him in here. And we do. And then we're going to try and bring the boring bit in How does the boring bit work again? Gonna bring it in here. No, actually we're gonna bring it in here. Yeah, but I can't do anything because it just came in, so this one will not act. Okay, so, yeah, let's move this guy. 1, 2, 3. Special ops is going to move 1, 2, 3, and that's all that they're going to do. HQ is going to start moving 1, 2. So this one has done his job. So this one is stunned, but he can still attack the white stones. We could have these 3 attack the white stones. That's what we're going to do. He rolls 2 dice and he rolls a 4, which is not enough, so he's now done. This one's going to roll 3 dice and he rolls a 5, which means they are chipped. This one is now going to, whoops, roll 4 dice and see can he get a 3 or 4 or higher, and he doesn't do anything. That was very ineffectual. Okay. The scout is going to try a scouting activity, and he rolls a 4. I think that's not good. Oh yes, event, draw 2, random, pick 1, return the other. He's going to draw 2 event chits. Hurricane winds or chain lightning. Both sound not very promising. Bombers are grounded and cannot move or attack. Chain lightning. Roll 3 dice to obtain a hex number. Place the chain lightning event chit in that hex. A marine civilian unit located in that same hex is immediately eliminated. A Colossi tribe. Okay, we're going to use chain lightning. Let's see how this works. Okay, so chain lightning is going to come up as the next event. Okay, so that was our scout. The marine guy is trying to attack this one. And he doesn't do anything. So next up is the heavy weapons guy. He does the same thing, and he rolls 2 6s, which just chips it. So, no, actually 2 6s are 1 hit, so this one is disrupted. Excellent. So that was successful. Now let's see. How does the special ops guy work? Whoops. Okay, we roll one die. So first of all, the Marine Squad guy is going to roll 4 dice to see can he chip this one, and he can't. And that one didn't work either. So they have both tried and failed. Now, actually, this Marine Squad also has line of sight on this one, and he's going to roll his 3 dice. And that didn't do anything. Okay, good. The medical guy is going to move onto this. He's going to load onto the railway. Okay. Good. So now we're on the aura of our ancestors. There are no gravel markers, so nothing there. We draw the attack. The black stones go first. Chomp. Followed by the white stones. Boom. The grey stones and then the brown stones. The black stones do their special attack. The gravel ignites into, no, sorry, that's not it. FT. They're tunneling. Sorry. 3, 2, 4. That's interesting. Roll 3 dice. A random hex number. Immediately place the Colossi unit in that hex. Any unit of either side in that hex is immediately moved to the lowest number empty space adjacent eligible space. Okay, so this one gets moved. Sorry. This gets moved here. So that was the black stones. Now the white stones do the avalanche. They do a rolling thunder attack against every marine unit within 2 hexes. They roll 5 dice. Terrible. And we roll a 6. Yeah, so they're paralyzed. Actually, I rolled 2 6s, so they're gone. We hardly knew you. Okay. End phase. We're still standing, although only barely. I mean, this game is tough. I'm pretty sure I've made plenty of mistakes, but this game is really tough. Yeah. Okay, so everyone turns around. We try to undisrupt this guy. On a 4, no effect. Okay. So let's see. What we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, sorry, chain lightning. I forgot that. So, chain lightning. Roll 3 dice. 4, 3, 2. Place the chain lightning event chit in that hex. A marine civilian unit located in that same hex is immediately eliminated. Colossi tribe blah, not blah. Then locate the marine civilian or Colossi tribe unit nearest to that hex and within 5 hexes. Yes. If more than 1 unit is eligible, choose the unit in the lowest hex number, then conduct a 5 CF attack. Oh God. Yeah. Well, our medic is dead. Then locate the nearest marine civilian or tribe unit within 4 hexes of that unit. That's all there is to it. Okay. Brilliant. That was terrible. Okay, so we now have a bomber, and you just place them anywhere. I think this is how they come on board. Okay, so how does the bomber... The bomber units do not use the landing zone procedure. They are placed just off the map during the scheduled reinforcement step on their turn of arrival and then may move normally. Okay. Okay. So we're going to place it here and it's going to fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we're actually going to attack the redstones. And we roll a 3. No effect. So that's here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We land here. The boring bit is going to want to move here. And it rolls a die. It doesn't suffer any penalties. And it rolls a 4. Rattled. Place a paralyzed marker on the target Colossi unit. It may not move during the following Colossi action phase, nor conduct any kind of attack. Woohoo! Super! In addition, we're going to try and chip it. And we do. We do 1 point of damage, which is enough to chip it. Then we're going to attack it from up here. And we rolled a 5 and a 4, which is not enough. And we're going to try again with this guy. And again a 5 and a 4, which is not enough to do anything to it. Okay, this one is going to unfreeze this miner, and the miner is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The scout's going to try his scout option for a 5. We draw 2 event chits and see what happens. Medical supply drop. That sounds promising. The miner moved. I actually made a mistake. You can look through people. So what we're going to do is we are going to we're all going to 1, 2, 3, 4. We're all going to attack the white stones. And this one actually rolls a 5, so chipped it. This one's going to roll 3 dice, hoping for a double 6, which he didn't get. 4 dice. 3 hits, you can do it. And that is 3 hits because we rolled a 4, 2 4s and a 6, so this one gets disrupted. And then lastly, this one is going to roll, and he needs 3 2s. Well, he doesn't get them. But still, that wasn't too bad. HQ is going to move 1, 2. And the special ops guy, how does he actually work? He just rolls 1 die. And he rolled a 6. Gotcha, the top counter is flipped over. Okay. War of our ancestors, nothing happens. Draw Colossi cards. The yellow stones activate, but they don't. They're paralyzed. So that's good. The grey stones, we don't have any. The white stones move next. So they move 1 towards the nearest person. That's it. And the red stones will conduct 1, 2, 3, 4 for 7 dice. Doing damage on a 5. 1, 2 points of damage. That could have been worse. So he's disrupted and stunned. Then we're gonna do the special one. Let's start with him. He does an avalanche. Within 2 hexes, there aren't any, so that's not going to happen. The yellow stones are not doing anything. The red stones are going to do their Medusa stare, and they stare into direction 1. There is no 1 in line of sight because this Colossi stack actually blocks line of sight. So that's it. That wasn't such a bad turn. End phase. We're still standing. Medical supply drop. We're now on game turn 7. Medical supply drop. The Marines receive 2 emergency medical pallets. You may automatically and immediately flip up 2